How to calm your mind. The Stoic path to inner stillness. Have you ever laid awake in the dead of night, your thoughts looping like a broken record, louder with each passing second? You beg your mind to stop, to hush, to grant you just one moment of silence, but it doesn't listen. You're not alone. In this world of relentless noise, where every second is a race and every quiet moment feels like a luxury, inner peace has become a rebellion. And yet, despite what the world tells you, calm is not some mystical state that you stumble upon. It's not something you find hidden in the perfect environment, the right playlist, or a remote retreat. Calm is not found, it's created, built, moment by moment, with intention. The ancient Stoics understood this truth. They didn't escape the chaos, they faced it head on. They didn't wait for the world to become quiet, they learned to quiet the world within. And they did it not through magical thinking or empty mantras, but through simple, disciplined habits, strategies, ways of being. These weren't philosophers lost in thought, they were warriors of the mind. This is your guide to building that kind of stillness. Not theoretical stillness, but practical, tangible peace. Let's explore 6 Stoic strategies that will help you calm your mind and reclaim your inner power. 1. Master the morning. Win the first battle. The very first battle you fight each day begins the second you wake up. And most people lose it before they've even taken their first breath of awareness. They reach for their phones. They check messages, scroll through social media, read the news, and instantly, before they've even stood up, they've surrendered their mind to the world. This is not just a habit, it's a trap. The Stoics would call it enslavement, a mind addicted to stimulation, hijacked by impulses, and owned by others. Marcus Aurelius, who ruled the Roman Empire in one of its most volatile periods, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Strength begins the moment you decide that your mind is yours to command." So reclaim that first moment. Wake up and give yourself 15 minutes of sacred stillness. No screens, no noise, just breath. Stretch your body. Let silence wash over you. Reflect, not on your to-do list, but on who you want to be. Set an intention, not an agenda. This is not about productivity. This is about sovereignty. You are not starting a day, you are forging a mental foundation. That space you create is your fortress. Protect it. 2. Tame the inner narrator. You are not your thoughts. There's a voice inside your head that never seems to stop. It talks, comments, judges, warns, replays memories, predicts disasters. It tells you you're not enough. It reminds you of every failure, every awkward moment, every fear. But here's the secret. That voice is not you. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about things." Your thoughts are not commands. They are not facts. They are passing suggestions, mental weather. They come and go. You are the sky beneath them. So here's the strategy. Observe. Don't absorb. Catch the voice when it begins to spiral. Name it without resistance. "That's my anxious voice again." Or, "That's the fear story my mind tells when it's uncertain." Don't argue with it. Don't obey it. Just notice. Label. Let go. In that moment of awareness, you step outside the storm. You create space. And in that space, you are free. The calm mind is not a silent mind. It is a mind that sees clearly. that knows it is not the storm but the watcher of the weather. 3. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Train for the chaos. It may seem strange to think that discomfort leads to peace. But the Stoics knew that the more you fear discomfort, the more control it has over you. And if discomfort controls you, your peace is always at risk. Seneca, one of the wealthiest and wisest men of Rome, practiced poverty. He would intentionally wear ragged clothes, sleep on the ground, and eat the simplest of meals. Why? Because he didn't want comfort to make him weak. When adversity struck, he wanted to be ready, not frightened. This is the Stoic warrior's path, to train the nervous system through controlled hardship. Take cold showers, skip a meal, go for a walk without your phone, sit in silence, do something inconvenient on purpose. These small practices whisper to your mind, you are stronger than this. When you stop running from discomfort, you stop being manipulated by it. You grow larger than your fears. And when the real storms come, as they always do, you're not shaken. You're seasoned. You're calm. Not because life is easy, but because you've practiced strength. 4. Simplify everything. Cut the noise. An anxious mind is often an overloaded one. Too many tabs open, mentally, emotionally, physically. You're holding onto commitments, clutter, expectations, and responsibilities that drain your energy without giving anything back. The Stoics believed that simplicity is the path to freedom. The fewer things you need, the fewer things can control you. Start by simplifying your external world. Unfollow accounts that stir resentment. Declutter your workspace. Say no to obligations that don't align with your values. Streamline your routines. Reduce decisions with systems. Then go inward. Cut the mental noise too. Replace overthinking with clarity. Replace self-criticism with curiosity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." To this, we can add, if it doesn't bring peace, don't carry it. Every layer you strip away gives your mind room to breathe. And that breath, that space, is the birthplace of calm. 5. Practice negative visualization. Imagine the worst to appreciate the now. Gratitude doesn't always come from counting your blessings. Sometimes, it comes from imagining what life would be like without them. The Stoics practiced a technique called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. It sounds dark, but it was their way of strengthening the soul. They would visualize losing what they had, their homes, their freedom, their loved ones, not to depress themselves, but to wake themselves up. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic, frustrated and impatient. Now imagine tomorrow. You might not even have a car. You might not have the freedom to drive at all. Suddenly, this moment becomes a gift. By rehearsing loss, you reclaim perspective. You stop taking life for granted. You stop demanding perfection and start appreciating presence. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. It's the kind of mental training that allows you to stay grounded even when the world is shaking. A calm mind isn't naive. It's prepared. It's grateful. It's awake. 6. Reflect every day. Empty the cup. Every day, your mind absorbs conversations, stimuli, stress, mistakes, small irritations, and like a cup, it can only hold so much. If you never empty it, it overflows into anxiety, resentment, restlessness. The Stoics knew the power of review. Marcus Aurelius, at the end of each day, would ask himself 3 simple questions. What did I do well? What could I have done better? What must I let go of? This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. 5 minutes of journaling, of honest reflection, can be the difference between a restless mind and a restored one. Ask yourself, what thoughts did I carry today that no longer serve me? What am I holding that I can set down? When you make this a ritual, you train your mind to process, release, and reset. You build a muscle of mental renewal. You learn to let go not just of what happened, but of what could have happened, what should have happened, and what never did. That is liberation, the path forward. The most peaceful people are not those who have perfect lives. They are not the ones untouched by stress or untouched by noise. They are the ones who have trained themselves to remain unshaken in the face of it all. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion, it's about directing it. It's not about denying chaos, it's about rising above it. You don't need to be born calm to live with calm. You build it, one breath, one decision, one practice at a time. The Stoics weren't born with unshakable minds. They earned them, through trial, through practice, through fire. So if your mind feels loud, heavy, or out of control, remember, you are not broken. You are simply untrained. And every time you choose stillness over stimulation, awareness over reaction, clarity over chaos, you are training. You are rising. You are reclaiming your power. This is how you calm your mind. This is how you rise.